So today is 294 and I wanted to come on because, other than the fact that I'm doing 365-day live, but sorry, my nose is itchy. But I really wanted to talk about today is not self-theme. And so in human design, each type has a not self theme, and it could be anger, frustration, disappointment, and bitterness. And so sometimes we have been told if we're not self theme, then we're not in alignment. We can't, receive the things that we desire to receive if we're not in alignment, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of narratives and a lot of stories that come around with what it means to be in alignment and not in alignment, what it means to be in your self-theme and your not self-theme. And at the end of the day, you make it mean what you make it mean, and that's the reality that you create for you. Now, I really don't believe that being in your not self-theme is necessarily meaning that you're going to block yourself from abundance or from money coming to you or from clients making your way towards you or from love. I don't believe that at all, because I think that we are human and we are in a range of emotions, and that we can manifest and bring things into our world even when we feel in the lowest of our emotions, and also in our not self-theme. But what the self-theme what I really want to talk about the self-theme in here, not self-theme, is how powerful it actually is to really tap into it, and how the not self-theme in human design, especially when you look at the general aspect of it, because obviously there's not self-themes in deeper parts of it, like when you look at the centers and the gates, but I want us to focus on the general picture. And so anger, disappointment, frustration, and bitterness. So if you are a projector, your not self-theme is bitterness. If you are manifestor, it's anger. Mani-gen is anger and frustration. Generator is frustration. And reflector is disappointment. And if you don't know what your human design is, you can go enter your birth details on mybodygraph.com, and just kind of giving a little overview just in case you want to actually know what I'm talking about. So the beauty of the not self theme is that it's a breadcrumb. It's our own breadcrumb within ourselves. It is there to show us something about who we are, but also where to set boundaries within ourselves, within our life, within our relationships, within our business. Because the not self theme comes up at times when something is not going our way, or when we're not happy about something. When something like that, it just that we don't, something external or internal of ourselves, and it just is not landing for us. And so we become frustrated, we become angry, we become bitter, we become disappointed, or a blend of it all. But it's a breadcrumb. It's a breadcrumb to be okay, what is the boundary that I need to set for myself here? Why do I feel frustrated? Why do I feel bitter? Why do I feel angry? Disappointment. And how can I shift this? How can I recognize it and shift it? So where does the boundary need to be set? What do I need to communicate? What do I need to, confront to myself? It's not always to the other person. Sometimes, yes, there is a conversation that needs to be had with someone else, but that's not always the case. Most of the time, it's to yourself. And there was something that I watched the other day that kind of really landed for me, especially when it comes to being in a not self-theme, angry, frustrated, bitter, disappointment towards somebody, towards a situation, is write a letter. Write a letter towards the situation. Write a letter towards it all. How you feel, let it all out. Journal it out. And then go to the top of the letter and erase who you were writing it to and put your name. Because everything that you want to say about the situation to someone else is everything you need to hear. Is everything. And if it's not positive, it's because there's something in there that you need to hear. Maybe there's something in there that you need to see how you are treating yourself and what your self-talk is towards you. And if it's a positive letter that, you want to tell this person that you love them for whatever XYZ reason, whatever the situation is, then maybe that is what you needed to hear about yourself, that you love yourself. And so the not self theme is a breadcrumb. It's a breadcrumb. It's a signpost. It's showing you where you need to heal. It's showing you where you need to set boundaries and showing you all this beauty. And no, it doesn't prevent you from receiving money, clients, love, and all that. We're always open to receive. It's our limiting beliefs that block us the receiving of such things, but we are always open to receive, and we are always worthy. We are born worthy. And so you can you can feel the shittiest and frustrated and most shitty place ever, and you're not self-theme. And in that moment, you can meet the love of your life. You can get that dream client. The key thing is that when that actually comes in the not self theme, having the power to look at within you and seeing what the not self theme is and separating what you're being received. That's important, right? Because we don't want to project our own shit onto what we're receiving. So, kind of went on a little bit of a detour there, but to bring it all back, they're signposts, and they won't block you. Your not self-theme will not block you from receiving the things you desire to receive. You are a human being. You're meant to feel your not self, and it's what you do with that not self. It's what you do in moments of bitterness and of why am I bitter, or why am I frustrated, why am I angry, why am I disappointed, what is this showing me, where can I put boundaries for myself and others and in situations, and when can I treat myself better and love myself a little bit better. And so wanted to share that with you because that was something that popped in today for me. So importantly, that I found myself bitter in certain aspects, and and I just became clear. I just saw it and I became clear. I was okay, why am I bitter? Why is this bothering me? How can I shift it? What can I do in the future so that I'm not in this place, because there's something I'm learning here about myself. And so if you like this video, please share, comment. I will be talking more and more about the money program, but again, in alignment, how I feel going about it. Today I shared, a friend of mine, my client and friend, she shared on her story. So I double shared. But I wasn't feeling, again, being in my bitterness, I wanted to sit with myself and set certain boundaries with myself. And I just hadn't been in the mood to actually really post anything about it. And so being very intentional with my energy and how I'm feeling and when I'm sharing about this launch money program, because it is something I'm truly deeply excited about. And I don't want to just post something for the sake of posting it, post something just because I have to, or that I should, or that maybe the fear of you guys not watching it. So, all these shoulds, I don't want to go from that energy. So I'm being very intentional with this launch. And again, I am a projector, so I'm going to just do things my way, pave my own path. It does, my launch doesn't have to look like everybody else's launch. Every launch strategy works or doesn't work depending on your energy. So I'm just doing this my way, navigating it all, how it all feels. And that's it. And so, so I'll be talking more about it, like, as it feels in alignment. If you do have questions about it, obviously my DMs are open, sending you an invitation to come hang out with me in the DMs. We can chat more about it. I give you more details about it and all that jazz. And so, that's it. Happy Friday. Happy Thanksgiving to my fellow Americans. Love you all, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.